You might never see this video. I'll probably die and I won't post it. But if you do see it... Oh, I'm speeding. If you do see the video, it means I lived, or it went well enough that I'm posting it. So back to more random stuff on this channel that I'm doing. GT3 at Oran Park, which is basically the Lime Rock of Australia, except they demolished the track, I think, since it's a communist country that hates racing. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really like this track, and it mostly clicks with me for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of like it at the very least. Not that I'm very good at it. I just like it. It's fun to drive around. I haven't done GT3 here before, and I was really bored yesterday looking at stuff to do, and my friend and I did one of these together, and that went pretty well. Didn't record it because we were in a call hanging out and just shooting the shit, but I said if I've got time tomorrow during work... Wow, it's a terrible cold tire. Said I'd try again maybe. Also did the M2 here earlier this morning, which was crazy. Didn't record that because I was just tired, and it was like 9:30 in the morning. Right now it is 2:30 or whatever on a Monday afternoon. I'm on my lunch, and I think I'm going to spend the evening mowing the lawn and then maybe watching a show with my wife, so not going to be racing. Not that I'm too bummed about missing Ego Night or anything, but I think as far as what's on the cards for races this week, if anything, it'll be 87s at Kansas. That's bread and butter right there, so hopefully have some time to actually get one of those in. I won't be around on the weekend, or at least on Saturday. We're hosting a party at Mom's house, like a 30-foot water slide, and my buddy was supposed to DJ. He won't be there, but whatever. Probably about 20 some people, whatever. So Saturday's off. Sunday, we'll see. Got a really bad habit of underdriving cold tires for like a lap longer than I'm supposed to in GT3, and also being too conservative. It's just a hard limit to find, I think, for me at least, or a hard balance, I guess. You know, you don't want to be the lap one hero guy, but if you wait too long, then you just don't get to race at all. So, you know, the longer GT3 races are definitely way more fun. The Enduros are way more fun than these 20-minute sprints, but I don't have time. Simple as that. So, not right now, at least at the summer. Just way too much going on a regular basis. We'll do another lap just to practice. Need to be braver with turn one, but it's mostly a cold tires thing that I'm struggling with. I just wait like one lap too long to realize the tires are up to temp, usually, is kind of what I feel like. And if you've never done a GT3 here, there's a short parade lap, which is wild because it's such a short track already. So there is no like scrubbing on the outlap or whatever. It's pretty much right into the race. Oh, can we get a 1X? Fuck. Anyways, I had done some practice yesterday before doing that other race, and I found that I was like, okay, I'm like a second and a half off of like the super fast like aliens with like yeah, so that was like a nice surprise because I just haven't really felt it with my road performance all summer. But we're starting to get to certain combos that just sort of click a little bit easier for me. Missing the apex there. I don't know if I'm approaching this right. I'm kind of just copying a bit of what I've seen from some guys and what felt like it made sense to me. So we're definitely not going to be that fast here. I don't even care. I just want to live, maybe find a guy or two to race, and hopefully have a clean battle. And not be totally alone, which is usually what happens to me on road. I usually, if I can, well, it's not hard to make it past the turn 1, lap 1 stuff, but yeah, usually after that I find myself in no man's land a lot of the times. And I end up where iRacing thinks I should be a lot, which is fine. But it'd be nice to battle. Have somebody to be around. Just trying to get the rhythm fresh in my mind. What I really need to do is remember that my tires are cold, especially for the first lap and a half. And it's really longer than that because it's such a short track. But just I really have to get through the first lap under drive, because I'm not good on cold tires in the first place. And then once we get past that, slot in. And try not to chase anybody down, just have a mistake-free race. That's the main goal. And if we get some good racing that comes with it, that'd be great too. Alright, feeling decent about that corner, my approach to that corner now. A little late to the throttle there. Could have been picked up some time there if I was more aggressive. Didn't have time to put a paint or make one for the Beamer. So whatever. Where do we even qualify? 7th out of 13. So for the 5 car, which is, yeah. This is usually how it goes. I'm where I'm really supposed to be for the most part. So we've got the 8 car in front of us, and then everyone else is, yeah, everyone's just about where they're supposed to be ish. I think number 1 car is 5,500 iRating or something like that, and then we've got a 3,300 or a couple 3,000s, and then a bunch of 2,000s, and then slower from there. So decent little spread of the field for a midday race on a Monday. A lot of these guys are European, for sure. I think a couple maybe from Oceania. Yeah, 2036 SOF. It's horrible. Doesn't really mean anything to me.
5 cars left to grid.
Don't quite care much at all about my road iRating. I just don't like being really bad and not having any clue what I'm doing. That's usually what scares me away from doing a lot of road stuff, is just being totally out to lunch. And I just don't have the time in the summer right now to practice and learn a bunch of tracks, which I need to do. It's on like the long-term to-do list and goals, is to just get more competent across more tracks. And but I'm not there right now, so I'm a little more picky-choosy just so I feel like I'm actually having fun. Because it's not fun not knowing at all what you're doing. So,
Waiting on the final car to grid.
hopefully got a 700 iRating guy, a couple rows back. Just try not to die here. Turn one's a doozy anyways. I'm not going to be pushing it there. I'm going to try to give respectful room to the guys in front of me. The problem usually comes when you do too much of that, and then people act like they can break how they would 10 laps into the race. So, yeah, just try to live here. Can hopefully get a clean start. Yeah, no room to scrub, so none of this makes any sense to do because it's just you're not getting any advantage going here. He's laying back to hammer down like right, probably now. Yep.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, here it's good behind. Contact part of our right. We've got somebody to our inside now. Clears. I'm just being defensive here. I totally forgot to downshift there. Alright, gotta be very careful on these cold tires right through this section. This is where the downforce really comes into play. I am just a habitual underdriver though on cold tires. I'm really just, I don't feel it properly, so. But we make it through lap 1. Not a great exit. Tires are still cold. And probably will be for at least the rest of this lap too. I think once we get up to temp here and get going, I think I can catch this Porsche in front of us. If only for the fact that the Porsche's not really that good here from what I've been able to tell this week. But we are catching him in the spots that it matters so far, so. Let's try to use all that space on exit there. This car's a little more understeery coming out of that turn where I'm feeling like I'm having to wrap the apex a little more. It is really fun to rip around this track though in this car with all the downforce. I just like this track a lot. Something about it clicks. It's a shame it's gone in real life, but I think it's pretty cool that iRacing did the artwork refresh this year, or this past season. It looks great. Definitely looks a lot better than it used to. Actually could be wrong that this place is gone in real life. I just feel like I've heard that, so I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're actually underdriving that turn. Oh, a little weird. bump there. Maybe didn't have to get out of the gas, but didn't feel great. Alright, well, we are in 6th as the 6th car. Keeping a 1-second gap to the car in front. We've got a 3-second gap behind. I'm fine with that. I'll try not to have my relatives, my lap times up for myself too early into the race, because I just tend to chase ET when I should just be focused on being mistake-free. So we may turn those on eventually, but right now it's not what I want to look at. It's just for myself. Too much information for me sometimes, and I don't pay attention to what I need to be. Getting after it though right now. This is fun. I didn't use all the track that I needed to there. Alright, so we're running low 1.3s. That's cool. That's about where I've been and where I want to be. Might be turning the hair late there. Need to be able to wrap that up a little better, I think. I don't think we can catch this guy in the Porsche though. He's putting good laps together. I'm getting the grass and I'm not running exactly perfect laps right now myself anyways, so. But that's fine. Got a rabbit and a carrot here, and that's about what I can expect or hope for. It's just to have somebody near me, something like a goal or whatever. Oh, that's a little too far. Got way too wide there. Okay, fast lap. We're never going to be running those. There's something about that turn I'm just not getting. I feel much better if I just back it up, let it coast in to the curb.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 2.381.
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to be where we are, which is totally fine. About halfway there? Maybe a little over halfway, actually.
We are where we expected to be.
Yep. I agree. I've ran out of shit to say about how bad I am at racing, but I'm having fun right now. Just trying to focus. Trying to push a little bit. See if I can pick up any sort of time. Got real wobbly there. And I missed that turn. Car's sliding a lot. Feels like the track's really hot. It's not. I know it isn't because I've looked at the track temp in the first race I did yesterday. Just feels pretty slick, but it's just a matter of this track, this reverse banking kind of that they have in a lot of the turns, and you're on these like really flat or hard surfaces a lot of the time. What a great job by this car in front of us, though. He's doing awesome. This will be my workout today, I think. I cranked the force feedback up a little bit in this car, especially because I think it's important that you do regardless. Kind of like one of those cars where you definitely want to do that. But I also just do it because it makes it a lot more fun. Let's try to attack this a little more. Some kind of weird double apex or something like that you're supposed to do with that turn. I don't think I'm quite doing it correctly. I kind of know that I'm doing a lot of stuff wrong, but I don't know how to do it correct, I guess. Usually when I'm slow like this, I'll just start messing around with what I'm doing and see if I learn anything. Most of the time I don't. Sometimes I do. I guess it'd be cool if I did right now, so I could show that, but an example for me would have been like Summit Point in the GT3 bars. And I really had to get out of that. They're falling apart a little bit, but I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I learned Summit Point on the fly almost one day. Couple months ago, so I try to apply what I learn across all tracks. It's just I'm really marker driven and reps. I learn with reps. I can't watch a track guide and just know it, you know, right off the bat. I need to go out and do it myself, but I also don't know where I need to start a lot of the time. That's usually what holds me back, I feel like. All right. Got 5 minutes left, so we should have about 4 laps, I think. Boy, was I wrong about catching the guy in front. That's a situation, I think, or I actually was a little faster on the cold tires, but that's all. That's all I had. So there was never a shot in hell after that. Oof. It's getting a little wicked. Got a lapped car ahead. I don't know if I'll catch him, but it looks like our friend in front here should be catching. Oof. Almost died. Almost died. Oh. Man. Alright, let's just gather it up and finish this thing out. We've got a 0x going on. I would love to keep that where it is. I'm not racing anybody, which is about what I expected, but that's okay. Alright, car in front's gotten by the lapper. I still don't know catch him or not. We might. Depends how slow he is. I don't know if he has damage. I haven't looked at him if he's obviously slow or what. I shouldn't look anywhere but the track right now, to be honest, because I'll go off in a minute in a heartbeat. Yeah, lap times have fallen off quite a bit. Oh. I would guess that's tires going away. I don't really know.
The leader is running.
It was just the first time that corner's felt like that. Should be the white, I think. Depends when the guys ahead crossed it, I guess. They are pretty far ahead, so. Okay. 2 more laps.
Go left.
Really appreciate him hopping over for us. must be doing bad things to the tires, or I don't know. But whatever. Alright, so this should be the white flag, I guess, while we're
White flag.
not racing anybody.
Go.
As I was saying earlier, I'll probably hope to get an 87s race done this week. I haven't done a single one this season, but Kansas is just such bread and butter for me that it's a no-brainer to do, and I do miss it a little bit. Hopefully I can do one at this time of day during the week, and I'll have some of the good guys that I like to race around, such as Jim, Filippo, maybe Daniel will be there. Hopefully Greg will be there, you know, just the regulars that I can kind of reasonably rely on being racing at any given weekday in the middle of the day. It's usually the best group, in my opinion. Aside from that, I haven't looked at actually the road schedule at all for next week. I had my schedule of tracks and combos picked out that I looked at, and I actually didn't have anything for anything road or formula or anything like that this week, so I don't know what we'll do. But there's probably something I'll end up taking a peek at and trying out at least. But yeah, that's P6 as the 6 car, Oran Park, and the GT3. I did finish the race with 0 incidents, which is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and tow out before I get rear-ended. Yeah, it wasn't that fast, but we kind of finished where we were supposed to, and it seemed like it was a decently clean race. I think it doesn't look like anyone really moved up from where they started. So, you know, it's a pretty small field and there's a pretty wide range of iRating, so I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, I mean, we kind of did, I guess, what you're supposed to, which is fine. I'm doing some practice here and there, and this week I did, I think at this point I did like 20 or 30 laps of practice for this combo. But I'm not great with GT3 in the first place. So it's nice to just come out and kind of hold serve and do what you're supposed to do better than before. This week I was struggling to do that. I was really just not enjoying many of the combos available. But I'm pretty happy with that. And if you watched, thanks. So I guess this will get uploaded and you'll hear me soon. Thanks.